Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day here. It is currently 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a nice Monday. And yeah, let's get right into it. We have a big patch coming out at 9.5. Gonna be changing a lot, or pre 9.5, I should say. Sorry. Big mid-season patch coming out, and yeah, a lot of you guys don't know what that is. That basically is just a full reduction across the board on all gods. I don't think they said they're reverting creeps. I'm not too sure if they're reverting creeps as well. Then it is a full revert. Pretty exciting news overall. And yeah, I just thought make a mid-tier list for everybody and go from there. Now this is going to be an overhaul on all of the characters in the game. It's going to slice everybody a percentage. I believe it's 33% or something around there. And yeah, we can get right into it. So first off on the list, we're going to start off with is going to be Agni. This character pre 9.5 was actually pretty awful. He did not actually have enough health to live and actually get your bomb combos off. Things obviously are open in the air right now with potential of going triple flat pin mids right now, which might be the build. Do more of Deso Divine. But currently at this stage, I would put Agni in B. The character's just not that good, really. Yeah, he's kind of just there. AMC is probably going to be a pretty strong character, just because he has Bluestone and can kind of just bruise everybody to death, and he's going to have a lot of pressure. But I mean, Trans got nerfed and everything like that, so maybe the characters will be a little bit weaker. I expect this character to still be turbo busted. Opwash pre 9.5 was really bad. Just could not live anything. Just really didn't have an option to, honestly. Same with Anubis. Anubis did not have that pre 9.5. He could not live through anything. Once again, Aphrodite can't mid lane. A lot of the changes are, I guess, a reoccurrence that you'll see a lot of the time. Is just that like these characters just struggle really heavily. They don't really have a lot going for them. On these characters, they just don't have like clear, or they don't have kill pressure, or they don't have enough health to live. And if other characters can burst them down faster, then those things will be added into the mix and stuff like that. So keep all of that in mind as I'm going over this. Artemis is going to be very strong. Again, her boar is now proccing Bluestone, and she just has a very smooth build. Has Yoan's Wrath, has Soul Eater, has Bruges, has Heartseeker, has every item that you need as a character to just burst down people. Definitely super good. So keep an eye on that character. Atlas mid is probably going to be very strong. Has double flat pen options now, and has one of the highest base healths. Even with the patch change, he will have the highest base health out of, I believe, almost all the characters besides Ymir. And he pumps damage. He might honestly even be S, because he pumps damage, but I'm going to put him in A just because he's untested ground. This character pumps damage. I'm pretty sure Agni is probably going to be C. But yeah, Atlas will be pumping damage. Baba Yaga is not going to be a very good character. Just a character that can't live in her house. If you can't live in your house, you're pretty much a useless character. I'll maybe put her in C. She has more potential than these two characters. Baron got a big buff. Oh. Excuse me. Baron got a pretty big buff. Don't think he can live in his ult. He is probably not the best of characters, but I'll put him in C for now. He might be good with the buffs. Hard to say. He has one-shot potential with the pre 9.5 changes, but overall, definitely still a struggle bus of a character. Moving on to the next character, Camazotz. I don't know if you guys remember, but a lot of Assassins mid were being played pre 9.5. Camazotz is one of those characters, and he will be very strong. Hasn't really received any nerfs, can poke people down very easily. And yeah, Chang'e. See, Chang'e has actually been making a big appearance in ranked, and she's probably very annoying to deal with. She can do a very easy one-shot build, and for that I'm actually going to put her in A. She's very safe in lane. She has a lot of one-shot potential right now. And now with everything getting nerfed and not having Blackthorn Misery meta, she's actually probably just back to one-shotting everybody. I mean, this character is super impressive. You've probably seen a ton of the other YouTube videos that I put up of her. I mean, she's pretty insane. She's a ton of fun to play right now. She's definitely very, very strong. She got a hit when Blackthorn was in the game, when everyone was building Blackthorn, because you can one-shot people. But now that item kind of got a little bit nerfed, but people are probably going to still build it. But now that the base HP drop, she was one-shotting people before. She's probably going to one-shot people now. Definitely give her a try. Chiron is probably going to be a pretty good character. Honestly, probably top tier, just again with the Bruges, Heartseeker, one-shot combos. I mean, there's no reason not that this character wouldn't be that impressive. Cleo, another character, again a Bluestone character. A Bluestone character and has pressure and has early game items that enable them to play high prio lanes. Big thing with pre 9.5 is the characters that can clear waves really, really fast. Bluestone enables you to clear a wave very, very fast and kill other players very fast. These characters kind of just spike up. So, yeah. Discordia, not a very good character for these things. Erling Shen mid, a little Darda special, probably OP. All of the Erling players are going to be coming out. This character is going to be so busted. Definitely going to be making an appearance everywhere, even in mid. I've been playing it in mid. I've yoinked it from Dardas. That shit is broken. Highly, 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 highly recommend. That character is busted. Next up on the list is ESET again. Actually, her potential is actually pretty high. I believe she was actually starting to be played on pre 9.5 because she actually one-shot people. She also has received quite a few buffs, similar to Chunga now, where she can actually maybe one-tap people with the combos and double flap hit. She's actually a pretty good double flap hit character. So I actually expected this character to be very potent. Kronos, not really a good character. I mean, if you really want me to be honest, you can go blink on him and one-tap people. It's probably actually not that bad. He might actually be pretty good, finally. He loses lane really hard, though. And 9.5 is all about the pressure, baby. So if your character does not have pressure, you're not a good character. Same with Hyra. Don't have pressure, not a good character. You want to be avoiding those. Charon mid might come back. The dreadful Charon mid. It probably comes back. Misery for all mid laners, as always. Hebo. He's gonna have like 300 base health. Oof. I don't know if this character is gonna be a viable character. He might be okay. I'll put him in B because he might be a neutral, but we'll see. Janus is gonna be a decent character just because he can run around the map farming really, really fast. He just cannot be versus pressure. If Janus is versus pressure, he will be absolutely screwed. Heimdallr might come back. The one-shot Heim build, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the one-shot Heim build on 9.5 was really, really impressive. So he might come back into high mid. If you guys know Paul was a high mid gamer. So he might come back. Ishtar might be coming back into mid laners. You're going to see a lot of different characters coming back into mid here that have not been able to be played in a while just because they have a lot of neutral pressure across the map. And they can kind of just get kills on people instantly at a time where you wouldn't be able to do that before. Eggshell is probably going to be either A or S. Hard to say on this character. She's really, really strong right now. Probably one of the best mid laners in the game. She wasn't in the game pre 9.5, so it's actually really hard to tell. I'm going to assume that this is going to be my sneak character. This character, I believe, is going to be OP. This character is currently broken, and she's probably going to be very, very busted. Kukulkan, probably busted again. Unfortunately, for everybody's misery, he's probably busted again. He's a character that doesn't die. If he doesn't want to, can clear waves, run into the tower, sit there, do nothing, and yeah. And then ult, secure objectives, ult to kill players off of CC. Has a ton of things like that. Hell, Hell's like probably C. It depends on where they classify her as. If they classify her as more support, she's going to have a higher base HP than mid laners, which puts her in B. For that case, I'm going to put her in B because that's where I think they're going to value her and make her more of a support health pool than a mid laner health pool. If they put her in a mid laner health pool, she's going to be very, very strong. Gilgamesh is going to be very strong in mid lane. Just has an infinite amount of pressure, infinite amount of boxing matchup. The character is just going to be OP. I have this like thing on the side of my nose, man. I can't get rid of it. Oh well. Yeah, Gilgamesh is going to be very strong for sure. In mid. Next up on the list, and jungle. Next up, we are going to go with Maman. Maman was not in pre 9.5. She is already one of the lowest health pools in the game. I don't know where they're going to put her. She's very hard already to get going, but there's potential where they don't change her numbers and her ones just starts one-shotting you again. I'm going to put her in B. She might actually be really good, or she might be terrible and have like 200 health and she's the most useless character ever. I'm going to put her in C, because that's where I feel like she's going to end up being. I don't think she's going to be a strong character. This character is also really hard to make it work in mid currently anyway. Next up on the list is going to be Marticarus. Marticarus, as we all know, is turbo busted, safe character, basically AMC on crack. The guy can't die. He just flies up in the sky, returns 1 million base damage. Yeah, and that's life, honestly. That's life with that character. Merlin in 9.5 was not really that good of a character. Does have better options now, so he's probably going to be a neutral character. He's actually probably going to be an A. Yeah, no, he's going to be an A. I actually remember him. He's actually pretty strong. He just can't be versus a pressure lane. If he's versus a pressure lane, he's going to suffer, but Milf is probably going to be one of the best mages in the game up there as well. Already currently is, and naturally she is just pretty strong. I'll put her in A because she is going to get a little bit weaker, but Conduit might be really oppressive in the starter items at 9.5, so we're going to put her up in A just because it can go either way realistically. Neith is going to be very turbo bust because she's actually going to be able to one-shot people. Mannequin's Hidden Blade might come back into play. If you guys know about the Mannequin's Hidden Blade Neith, Big Man Tings is a big prominent player with that. That might be a thing that comes back. There was a little bit of Neja mid in the SPL pre 9.4 or 9.5. You might see a little Neja mid. I'll put her in here. Probably going to be a B character just because you do have to kind of kill yourself to kill somebody else. But I wouldn't actually, I'm going to put him in C just because I don't think he's going to be that good. Nuwa actually might be very strong right now, or pre 9.5 patch, because now you have kill pressure with your minions dashing and prot shredding with flat pen, and now you have a lot of flat pen options and people are going to have lower health, so she's actually going to be able to one shot people or do at least 80% of their health in the late game. Her minions are proccing tablet now as well, so you have the option to go the tablet build. I wouldn't really recommend that. I wouldn't recommend going tablet ever at 9.5 because if the slower build you go pre 9.5, the more miserable you're going to be, so avoid that for sure. Yeah. Next up on the list is Olo. Olo was actually really good at this point, but unfortunately they have no items as magical ADCs. They don't really have any items, so probably not going to be a playable character. Docs. Excuse me. Not going to be a playable mid laner. Persephone actually might be decent. She could be in B. She has a lot of one-shot potential. Mirrodin proc on her ults and double flat pen. Honestly, she's probably going to be one of the sneakier characters that are going to be good. I said this before. If you guys remember earlier in the year, I did put Persephone very high, but I think she's actually going to be pretty good. Don't underestimate this character. Don't you do it. Poseidon, you just got a buff as well. Probably can get away with Bumba's Dagger as well and just hyper fund the map like he used to. This character was permaban versus me because I would go Bumba's Dagger every single game and I'd run around the whole entire map just farming everything. So there's high likelihood this character is OP again. Just because he kind of removes the factor of like you're not going to really kill him and he's going to be running around the map hyper farming everything. And you can't really catch up to him and he's going to be doing 1 million damage to you now, especially with the buffs. So keep a lookout for Poseidon. Finally might be a playable character. Who really knows? Pele is going to be very OP. Has infinite pressure, infinite 1v1 potential. Like naturally that character is just very, 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 very strong in mid lane. You have a one-shot Rob build that can come back now. Ratatouille, double flat pen. You're going to be one-tapping. Last Gasp is in the game now. Last Gasp is going to give you 1 million power plus raw. Has true damage as well. Oh, you're going to see some one-shot raw ults finally. Whether you want to see that or not, I don't really know. Raijin is going to be another really good character. He was very good pre 9.5, and he's going to be very good again. Scylla. Double flapping Scylla again actually might be pretty good. She might be good. She's also very safe, which you have to put into consideration. Her pressure's not too bad either. She has damage enhancement on her too, and if creeps are getting weaker, she actually might just start one-shotting waves. So that might be pretty cool. Keep that in mind. Set's going to be very strong. Probably back up an S. He does 1,000,000 damage and is going to one-shot people while also be taking a lot of damage, but how Set is, as we all know he is, he's just a very pressure-heavy character. Ravana is going to be another mid laner that's going to be doing good because you can clear waves now and one-shot other quick carries. That character is going to be probably oppressive in general, but he is probably one of the best 1v1ers in the lane. You have characters like... I wouldn't play Soul. I'm just not going to put her on the list. Susano. Susano is going to be another very, very good one. Put him way up on the list. Morrigan is probably going to be pretty good again. She's going to be able to one-shot squishies in the back line. Finally, especially with the Calamitous Rod and everything like that, she'll actually be able to just like go on backline and kill them really fast. So that's going to be really good. It's been a while since she's actually been able to do that, and she's almost going to do it now. She get 90% of Squishy's health. So with 33% health reduction in prots and all that, yada, 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 she'll definitely be killing people. Don't you worry. Thoth is going to be probably turbo busted. Poke from long range, one-shot snipes. I mean, we all know where that goes. You can already do that right now. He's one of the biggest lane bully characters in the whole entire game. So, yeah. Tiamat's probably going to be B. Doesn't have a lot of pressure, but if gets going, she'll solo carry a game. Tsukiyomi, as he already is, super strong. He's got an A, or S, sorry. Character is very, very strong and can kind of just 1v9 at a certain point. And now the character is, again, less health. Again, I'm saying it a million times. He's going to be trucking people. Ullr, I think Ullr's okay. He has received quite a bit of nerfs overall. I think he's going to be an A. Could be an S. Not going to say he's not an S. But this character is going to be absolutely dumpstering everybody. Probably. But for the fact that he has received some nerfs and his build isn't as oppressive with trans now being kind of nerfed, I think he's going to be a worse character overall. Vulcan pre 9.5 was absolute garbage. And honestly, he's probably in D. He's probably not even a playable character. I'll put him in B with Tia. They're pretty similar characters now that I'm thinking about it. He has received some buffs and quality of life stuff. His turret randomly got nerfed because tablet procs on it. It's so stupid. But what are you gonna do about it? Yu Huang is probably gonna be very good. One of the safer characters and one character that can one shot from far, then you won't even know. That character is gonna be very good. Zeus pre 9.5 was not a very good character. Would literally just die instantly, but he has received some buffs. I'll put him next to Vulcan Tiamat because that there's high potential that character actually does something. Zhang Kui has received a lot of buffs and right now can one shot with Sack Shroud. I think this character is very OP personally. Right now I do think he is very, very strong. He has a lot of pressure. He's very, very annoying to deal with in lane in the early game. And if he blinks, one-shots your squishy with the late game, I mean, it's just GG at that point. Let me do a skim through here, see if I missed any characters. I don't think I have. Bastet mid might be playable. I wouldn't play it. I'll put her in B just for funsies, but yeah. But yeah, that's outside that is basically the list here. Yeah. I'll be streaming on Tuesday for the new patch. I'll be live around 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys go check it out. Twitch.tv/Venenu_. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and the content and everything like that. I can't wait to get back into the whole streaming thing. Been playing a lot of, or a different game off stream. Getting prepared for that game to launch, hopefully soon. Praise for that. I will be making a bunch of content for that game. And I've been having a ton of fun with it. But... yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, go check me out on twitch.tv/Venenu_. Peace, peace. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.